All right, trip to the park on this beautiful morning with Maddie. I got some lessons going on today, so we're gonna try to maybe make it back down to St. Louis tonight. If not, we might just run to Home Depot after my lessons and get back out there tomorrow. But the park, this is the bread and butter. This is what would put everything that would make St. Louis look better and Home Depot and everything else look better. So I'm trying to do now is just polish up this leash. I noticed in St. Louis, the leash would get a little bit tighter than we'd like it. So we're trying to just always make, when the leash is on, a nice loose leash. And when you first get to St. Louis, that's pretty common for dogs to kind of get a little more nervous and pull around a little bit. So Home Depot is a great place to really practice the leash. But to start proofing it, I like to go to the park. So Home Depot, you have aisles. We got a lot of redirections we could do. In the park, you just got this big open field. So what we're trying to do is just build this rhythm. She speeds up, I slow down. She goes left, I go right. And we're just trying to stay in this. So that's about as far as I'd like her to get in front of me. And then we get back into this rhythm. Because the leash is a rhythm. And if she starts going far, I turn until she says, how do I just stay into a nice rhythm with you? And it should just be, oh, I'm always on your left side. She's getting much, much better. And this can be a tricky needle to thread with some dogs of how do we just keep this rhythm? But I believe that this is a better thing to practice than just start like choking and shocking her, saying you have to stay here. Or getting her wanting to be by me and just reading like, oh, this is the best spot to be. And you can always make it easier for her by paying a lot of food on that left side. So the park, we do on leash and off leash. So we'll walk like this a lot. And what the leash should be is basically like your heel command of when the leash is on, it's the same behavior every time. And that's what we're building right here. Overall, pretty good. I'd give her about like a B- overall, and hopefully we can get that a little more polished up over the next couple weeks. But the park's a good place for this, because the park, especially like an empty park, down here where there's nothing going on, it's like, well, I can get her off leash. I can just take off on her like this, see you later. And this will get her saying, hey, get back here. Get that speed coming to me. Speed coming to me just like she just did. She runs, she did a little hop, she took the food. That's the thing that's gonna keep it all together, of her wanting to be by me. This is the exact opposite dynamic of me always saying, you get over here, stop doing this, stop doing that. This is me saying, all right, see you later, I'm out of here. And her saying, hey, you get back here. Who's desperate for who? This is the whole thing we're trying to build with her, is get her saying, I want to be by you more than it appears I want her by me. And then we just get her starting to fall into this off-leash heel. That makes the on-leash heel a lot better. So this is the thing I like to practice the most. But yep, we'll keep doing this. Then we're gonna go down to St. Louis or Home Depot later, and we'll got a busy week ahead for it. That speed and food. Speed and food, that's your ticket.